Does anyone here have comments, questions, concerns about social media, content creation, strategies, anything else like that, that they would want to ask us or want to hear us yap about? Because we will yap about just about anything.
Say, apart from the fact that we know that this app is a little finicky right at the moment, still for some
Yeah.
people. So,
Yeah, no, that's not, listen, if we could control that, we'd be a whole lot better off right now.
mhm. Yeah,
That
for
part of
sure.
it, not so much, but we can like just talk in general. I'm not gonna lie, hey, I work like 87% vibes. Like I work off vibes.
Is there a
Hi,
best time
Lydia.
of the day to post content? That was a great question.
It is. What would you say, Sam?
Personally, for me, I think my videos do best between the hours of 7 in the morning to 9 in the morning, and then 7 at night to 9 at night. Those are like 7 and 9, either time, morning or night. For me
Yeah.
personally, but that doesn't mean that I haven't had videos go off in the middle of the day. They
Yeah.
totally have.
I would
So,
agree with that, but I also, so Sam and I are both on the East Coast, so this goes for like anyone too. So like I I am my own target audience. Like I make content for me, I post for me. So I try to post when I was like actively posting three-ish times a day. I would typically post mornings, like that 7 to 9 period, lunchtime-ish, so like 12, 1-ish, and then like after work. So I would do usually like 5 to 7-ish. So,
mhm.
but because my thought process is I want to post when people are scrolling. And
Yep.
I'm like, when would I be scrolling? That's when I would be scrolling. That being said, there's more than just the East Coast of the United
I
States that
know. I
exists
know.
on the app and in the world. So like then I think about it and I'm like, oh, hold on. What about the people who are in on the West Coast? So like I think, oh, I can't post too late because people are going to be sleeping. But if I post at 10 p.m. Eastern, that's 7 p.m. on the West Coast. So
Now, Jordy brings up that he thinks there's a difference when he does posts on like TikTok versus Instagram. Now, are you saying like in posting like in the time frame? Like, do you post number one? Do you post at the same time on both? Like, are you just going
right,
from one straight to the other? Because that's what I do. Is I'll
same,
post on here first and then I'll throw it over on Instagram.
right.
Yeah.
And the
Um,
times that you post. There's a
what's
difference
the
in how you
difference?
post it. I mean, it's also, look, the truth is it's different audiences on the apps too. Hi, Kate. Like it is different audiences on the apps. So like they're not going to do identical because not the same people are seeing it.
I was gonna say right now my Instagram is doing way better than this place.
Yeah,
I don't even want to say it.
right. Oh,
Same
that's it. So
time.
your Instagram does better in the morning and TikTok at night.
Interesting.
I look, I don't doubt it. I
I
think
mean,
mhm. I think TikTok is, I mean, I tend to doom scroll on Instagram lately, but I do think that TikTok is more doom scroll available and accessible. So like to people be sitting on the couch at night, that wasn't grammatical English, but for when people are sitting on the couch at night, like just scrolling through TikTok, I think that makes sense, but you can't usually in the morning if you're like getting ready for work, like you can scroll through Instagram and it's at a glance as opposed to like having to watch the videos sometimes.
well, what you were talking about, I think in a not today yet. We haven't touched this, but the fact that oh my god, my brain just completely farted. Hold on. Hold on.
I also think, Lydia, you asked before about how often to post. I, I would say, while Sam's thinking about this,
Oh my
while like
god.
as, in terms of how much you need to post, it's whatever you can keep up with. Like there are some people who are going to post 5 times a day, every single day, and that works for them and their schedule and their lifestyle. But there are also some people who you can't do that. So if what works for you is posting once a day or posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something, as long as you're being consistent, that's usually the best part of it. But I would say if you can post at least once per day to do that. I post like I go for a minimum of once a day. And if I do more than that, then I'm like, cool, I feel good about that. In a perfect world, I would do 3 times a day every day. I don't know if that
Okay.
answers your original question.
I
Sam,
remember
what
what
is,
I was going to say.
okay.
No, we also have to take into consideration the feed itself on each individual platform. For instance, like we've talked about, TikTok, it's a For You page. That's what I scroll. I'll be honest. Most of the time, it's my For You page to discover new accounts, et cetera, et cetera. So that's kind of like the lottery, in my opinion, like whose content I'm going to see. Yes, I need to go on the friends page or the friends feed a lot more. I understand that. That's my bad. But Instagram, you actually see who you follow. You get to see their content. So if you follow me, you're going to probably see my content on Instagram. It's going to be more likely there than here if you're doing the FYP. So I wanted to bring that up as like another variable,
No,
you know?
100%. And I
Yeah.
think that I think TikTok is easier to go viral on, but I think Instagram is easier to grow an organic community. And it's not easy, just easier. I think it's easier to grow an organic community because as you start to get followers, like Sam just said, your followers see your content. And if they're following and engaging with your content, that content will continue to get pushed out to more people. So like it's like an exponential curve where like you're gonna start like Instagram's gonna start off slow. It is. And then eventually at some point it's gonna pick up and then it's just gonna keep going. Sammy, do you have advice on how to promote something without prior footage other than graphics?
Can you give an example of what you mean? Like what are you
I'm
trying to
guessing
promote?
this is your event company that you're working on starting, Sammy? So Sam was in the bookish creators experience that I did. So
Okay.
we were from
Hi.
the first class, yeah. And she was at the second BCE day helping out with alumni. So it was me, her, and Kaylee as alumni that were there, which
Okay.
was super fun. And yeah, so she is starting and correct me if I'm wrong, because I might not be 100% on this, but basically, um, kind of small, is it one day or is it like weekend retreat, like opportunities to kind of host events and meetups? I am not doing it justice. So keep that in mind. So anyone who has questions, go reach out to her. But basically, I think she's trying to do her first event. So I think a little bit like Sam, like your Avatar event.
Yeah.
But if I remember
So
correctly, somewhere in a castle.
do you have okay, so Sammy, do you know the venue that you're going to be hosting? Because I would utilize pictures. So it depends. Here's where my brain goes is showcasing or talking, doing like talking head videos about the venue, about the activities you have planned. If you are going to have Are you going to have guests there? Okay, so one day events and summer weekend retreats. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of, in my opinion, what I would do is a lot of talking head videos, but then I would have visuals of the venues that you're thinking of.
Yeah,
Or
whether
yes,
green screen
themes.
background or little like
Yeah.
overlay pop-ups.
I'm just trying to think like
I mean,
graphics are the go-to, but I feel like I want to imagine myself there or
right.
like giving the, like Kate said, the theme. So like this is the aesthetic, almost like a Pinterest board you could have like
Yeah.
behind you, or like outfit ideas for said weekends, or something that like puts the audience like they can imagine themselves there. It
Hmm.
gives them a visual to go off of. At least that's my
Right.
advice.
No, I mean that makes sense. It does. I also think like the talking head videos, but like explaining it in such a way where you're appealing to someone on like kind of an emotional or nostalgic level. Like basically, oh, if you ever wanted to be in this movie or this TV series, but feel like this, like kind of explaining how they're going to feel when they attend it would kind of be my suggestion for talking head videos. Or for content, I mean, seeing if the venue wants to work together in terms of either providing you with any kind of like content of that, whether, I mean, depending on the venue, some of them have like drone footage of their things,
I
like
was just gonna
see,
say that.
right, see if like they want you to make sure that they're getting something out of it because you're promoting their space, but see if they would do that. I also saw, so Lydia, for building a podcast, which is awesome. For recording, the Smashcast uses Riverside. So they record everything through Riverside, and then that's how you can edit everything and export it, and then upload it to the platforms. Yes. I mean, the recaps are awesome, but you can't recap something that hasn't happened yet. It's like a pre-cap.
I would also include, because
Wait,
these
I like
videos have
that.
done really good for me in particular, getting people's opinions. Uh, before it happens. So, like asking the audience a question, like, what would you rather see, this or that? Or what would you rather wear to this event?
Right.
Insert theme here, and then give them options. Like, I feel like focusing on what the audience would want, and I'm putting that in quotes, but
Yeah.
giving them a choice in, yeah, kind of getting them
Or,
involved,
I mean, in
it
terms of,
helps.
yeah, getting them involved, but also if you have photos or video footage of the venue and be like, oh, where are you going to do your grand entrance? Is it going to be the stairs or is it going to be the, I don't know, path outside? Like something like that and kind of giving that vibe, I think. Um, Hashtags. I do use hashtags, but you can only use 5. So I am I try to be relatively intentional about what they are, but like I said, I function like 87% on vibes. So it's kind of what I'm feeling in that moment. Um, Rarely I won't put hashtags, but usually I do.
I say I do hashtags. I will say I saw a video, and it clicked for me because I did this, and maybe I'm just an anomaly. I don't know. But I used, when I was posting a lot about Dungeon Crawler Carl, I was using the same hashtags every single day. And I
Yeah.
think in my head, it would make sense that then the algorithm learns, okay, this is what you're going to be posting about. I'm going to show it to the people that are searching these themes, whatever it may be, whatever that niche is. So, I mean, I grew my platform grew a lot by doing that. I don't know if it was because of the hashtags, because of the content itself. I'm
Right.
just saying for me, I used the same 5.
Yeah.
And they were both bigger, and like they were more vague and more specific. Like it was a mixture.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like book talk, FYP.
Oh
You know
my
what I
God, don't
mean?
apologize. Thank you for the question. We literally, the amount of voice notes
No,
that we
this is
send
good.
back and forth to each other talking about this. So, like, we love this. Like, we love this stuff so much. So, thank you. What other
Keep it.
questions do you guys have? Or topics you want to hear us yap about, or random thoughts? I don't know. Anything.
Anything about social media, content creation, strategy? Ah, Whitney, my girl. Hello. It is free people that I got on Poshmark. Fun fact about me, I don't think I've ever bought a free people article of clothing like full price ever.
Nice, nice.
But it is one of my favorite like clothing brands, I would say.
Okay.
Always secondhand though. I'm a thrifting girly.
I want to be a
Whee!
thrifting girl.
Or Amazon.
I'm an
Amazon
Amazon
or
girly.
thrift.
Hmm. I am an Amazon girly. I'm disappointed in myself for it, but I am.
Kate, you said when you post your typical fantasy sci-fi content, you use the same hashtags but no trend. Hmm.
I don't know.
So then maybe it's not the hashtag? I don't know.
I mean, I think it totally depends. And you said when you post a specific kind of content, which is that the same thing you're doing all the time? How often are you doing that? I also think like sometimes so to the best of my knowledge, the way the algorithm works is when you fuck was that?
I don't know, a ghost.
Cool, cool. I hope you're friendly. So I like the best of my knowledge, the algorithm, when you post a video, it pushes it out to a limited like viewing group, and based on their engagement, it decides whether or not to push it out further. That group that it gets pushed to can be different by the minute, by the day, by the hour, by the day, by the week, by anything that you're doing, by the app, all of that stuff. So like sometimes if something gets posted, sometimes it just doesn't get the love that it deserves. And I would say repost it. I wouldn't do the next day or anything. I would like give it at least a few weeks. Um, but if it's something that you were like, yo, no, you know what, this should have done better, like post it again.
I was gonna say your that advice for me personally, I think might have rejuvenated my Instagram a bit. because I had reposted that one video where I asked, hey, are you envisioning something as you're reading? And that was a 2-year-old video. I had pink hair in it, and
Yeah.
I reposted it on Instagram, and it freaking it went off the rails again for the second time, and it was 2 years later. It's like,
Yep.
why not reuse your own content? If
Right.
it did well once,
It's
the
gonna go
chances are
out
it's
to a
going to
new
do.
audience
Yeah,
too, or
exactly.
it's gonna bring people back to you.
And it's like, if it already did well once, and with that audience, like you said, you could reach a whole new group of people,
Yeah. And if
and
you have more followers now and they remember seeing it the first time, they're like, "Oh my God,
mhm,
I love this so much. I like this. Maybe I followed off of this one to begin with."
yeah,
They're going to share the second one when they do that.
right. I've reshared a lot of my stuff again on Instagram because when I posted it, I wasn't really getting much of a reaction over there. And now I am. So I'm like, okay, great.
Hmm.
Kate, I think you really should. Oh, hi, Jeff. I really think you should start reposting some of your stuff.
You should. And I also would say post on every platform. Like, so when I post a piece of content, I usually film, edit, record, and everything in TikTok. I post it in TikTok. Before I hit post, I copy the caption. I then hit post. I wait for it to download. I go over to Instagram. I post it on Instagram with the same caption. That goes automatically to Threads and Facebook. And then I take the same video and I also post it on YouTube. It's a process, but
Mm.
if the content is potentially doing well somewhere, it can't hurt.
Kate, I would start doing, how Alicia does a lot of like carousels? I mean,
Mhm.
if you don't, because I know I'm right now, I don't feel like being super creative, but I feel like carousels, like a book recs or like currently reading, I just posted
Yeah,
that. Like, I mean, something simple and low energy.
yeah. I feel like it's helpful to just like have that foundation. And I will also say Facebook is, I think, I don't want to say easiest, but most easily available to monetize on. Hey, Antoinette. Um, yeah, reposting old viral TikToks and Instagram, 100% you should. But
Yes.
like so when a year ago when I was at Sam's house and we lost TikTok for like a day. I don't know if you already had your Facebook or not, Sam, but that's when I set up my Facebook page. And that
Hmm.
kind of grew. And then later in the summer, I was able to monetize on it. So, like, I make money on Facebook for posting the same videos that I'm posting on Instagram.
I was gonna say I just streamlined my Facebook like a couple days ago, I think I was telling you.
Hmm.
So that it is pretty much all bookish. Like none of my personal stuff shows up anymore.
Yeah.
Like I
See,
was
I
like,
made a
nope.
separate Facebook page under Nicki Kupps so that it
Yeah,
was totally separate. Hi,
I
Amber.
know. I did start that way, but then I was like, why would I start from scratch when I already have so many, followers?
I
But I'm
know.
noticing, I'm like, no, I
Hi,
probably should have started from
Corbin.
scratch.
Hmm.
Hi, Corbin. Yeah, hi, Amber. Yeah, I know. I should have probably just continued
That's all
with
right.
that extra one, but we're
I
here
know
now.
my
So,
Facebook took a while to gain any traction because I started literally from zero. And then in maybe October, I was at about like 300 followers, and now I'm at like 9,000.
yeah, that's insane. Bye, Jeff.
Yeah. So I'm glad for doing that because it's not any extra work on me now to do that with Facebook.
I'm working on Facebook. I think one of my videos must have been shared somewhere, and I'm like starting to see like notifications pop up, and I'm like, huh, all right,
Yeah,
something's gaining traction. I feel like it just takes one big boost, maybe, and then like the floodgates can possibly just
it
open.
does.
You
I
don't know.
should, I did a K-pop Demon Hunters video the other day. Um, and I had done one over the summer that did very well. And I'm like, maybe I should do that. I do the same content on every platform, Amber.
Oops.
Literally everything. I'm like and Sam called it earlier too. Like every video, this sounds so cliche, and I know that, but every video or every piece of content that you're posting is a lottery ticket and you might win. You literally never know which one's going to hit. And that lottery ticket might win on Instagram, but not TikTok, or vice versa. Or like I have some videos that do well on Insta, but not Facebook, or Facebook, but not Insta, or TikTok and Insta, not Facebook, or like some variation of that. Um, and you just never know.
But it is important because obviously there are people out there that have one platform or the other. They might not have both. And of course, you're going to have followers that are across all, like
Right.
all of them. But it is nice. Oh gosh, it is a good idea to cross post everything, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
depending on what your end goal is, but yeah.
And I was going to say, varying your content, your type of content is good too, because then you can start testing to see what does well where. So,
Yeah.
like, for instance, if the talking head videos moving around the vlogs do well on TikTok, but on Instagram, it's like the posed pictures with text in a
Hmm.
carousel. And then Facebook, it's, the funny, clever, I don't know,
Right. Or Facebook might be book
things. I
rec.
don't
Maybe
freaking
that
know.
like
Yeah, like, I'm
right.
just,
Also, Amber,
talking.
someone at work said the kids were getting Facebook to be ironic and retro, and I feel old now.
No, I've also heard that.
Wait,
Bring
what?
back MySpace. Let's do it. What?
Why is Facebook ironic and what was the word? Ironic and retro. Listen, if they're gonna go full on ironic and retro on Facebook, then I want to see albums from every night out on it too. Yeah.
No.
Nowadays, we call those photo dumps.
I was going to say all those albums are only me. I changed all of those a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
We had
that's funny.
some questions that got written in. I don't know if anyone else has questions right now, at least. Um, but the questions that I have right now are how do you learn the algorithm? Is there a method? Which I think the method is throw darts at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. I think for me personally, when I was posting like 4, 5, 6 times a day, I was just getting traction because, like we said, the lottery ticket thing. Like I was
I mean,
buying a lot of lottery tickets,
yeah,
but I don't know if one ever learns the algorithm. I think you're just
right.
throwing stuff out there to see.
And you gain momentum. And when you find your target audience who relates with your stuff, or whether it's book recs or cosplay or like stories or whatever it is that you're posting that your audience resonates with, odds
Mhm.
are they're going to be sharing it. Because if it's something they really, really like, they're going to be sharing, they're going to be saving, and that's going to train the algorithm. Hey, this person's content should go out to more people who are in the same category as this person. So, um, yeah, the method is film and post a dumb idea in 30 seconds and it'll go viral. Okay, so here's my philosophy on that. I was thinking about that today. Where's my water? Oh my God, it's so far away. So,
Also agree Facebook is a good place to share in shared interest groups. Some of my videos have been shared in the DCC ones like so many times this week, I'm losing track. I'm like
really?
going in, yeah, and I'm like, holy crap, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Like, hey,
No,
that's
that's
me.
awesome.
It's awesome. But it is true. If you have a niche, that works, I
Right.
feel like. But if you are just posting like general either bookish stuff or lifestyle stuff, it might be a little more difficult. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Um, so my philosophy on figuring out the algorithm is look, I'm big into manifestation and mindset. So like I genuinely believe energy changes things and like how you feel about the outcome is going to um affect the outcome. So my thought process, and this is like my version of saying scientific of like film a dumb idea in 30 seconds and it'll go viral. It's a fuck it idea. It's a like, fuck it, I'm filming this video, I'm gonna post it. I don't give a crap what happens. It's probably not gonna do well. In doing that, you have literally changed your energy and shifted your mindset to I have no expectations, so it doesn't matter. I'm okay with whatever outcome happens. By saying fuck it when you post something or when you do something in general, you are literally training your brain to say, fuck it, one way or the other, it doesn't matter. I don't care. And when you release that is when things happen. So I'm big into manifestation, woo woo stuff, but that's my philosophy on that. Kate, my temperature in my house is currently 72 degrees. I usually keep it around 70 or 71. My heating system is so fucking loud. I hate it with a passion. It keeps me up in the middle of the night. It's a whole problem. Anyways, I turned it on to 72 so that I could turn it off for this live so it would slowly get cooler. I have a sweater here. And it's down to it's set for 67, so that hopefully it gets to 67 by the time I go to sleep. I hope
Oh
that
my
answers your
God.
question. Yeah, no, mine's all electric and it's not a small bill. Um, okay, I see a lot of mod talk. Uh, what other questions?
So basically,
So,
going back to learning the algorithm, I
yeah.
honestly don't know if you can. I think it changes way too much.
But it's also, and this is so cliche, but it's about falling in love with the process, not the outcome. Like you need to enjoy creating content, and that same energy that goes into creating content and into posting the content and into being excited about that is what's going to be the reason other people get excited about your content too. So like that's my thought.
Whitney said her
Aesthetics
friend,
themed.
yeah,
Yeah.
book photography. I mean, yeah, if you're if you've got a vibe, like, and people are drawn to that particular aesthetic, like, and you're posting consistently, I feel like
Yeah.
it just,
I don't Sam, what do you think your vibe is?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
same.
literally have no clue. If someone could tell me what my vibe is, that would be
Yeah,
great.
no, same. My vibe is like chaos in a tiara. Like my vibe is 50,000 words a minute and I just yap.
See, the problem is my aesthetic, like I can be all black, like very uh, I'm both black cat and golden retriever. Like I want to be holographic sparkles like oh my god, what was the
LA Jubilee,
no. What was the
Lisa
zoom
Frank.
zoom zoom?
Oh, Protozoa, Xenon is girl of the
Yeah, do you
21st
remember how
century.
they had like CDs as earrings and everything was holographic and iridescent? Like I like that, but I also like an all black Victorian Gothic aesthetic.
Zoom, 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 make my heart
So
go
I
boom,
have no
boom,
freaking
my
clue.
supernova girl.
Hmm.
I
Anyway,
saw that video today. Okay. What's the best advice you've ever received? I, the best advice you've ever received.
I would say for me, because my goal was to find friends on here and build a community. It is my goal, I should say. It is a continuous thing. Um, and I remember people saying, like, and we've said this too, it's like, don't force your friendships on here. Like, your people will find you and you will know and you will click and you will. But, like, I feel like your friends on here are so important to like not only chat about all of these things, whether it's content creation, books, movies, whatever your niche is, but also just to support you if
Yeah.
in whatever situation that you might
I
come
would a
across here.
hundred percent not be here without a hype team, without having met Sam and Kate at the beginning of my content creation journey.
Yeah.
Like a month into it, I would not have been there. Like I 100% would, without a doubt in my mind, would not have continued to grow or succeed or believe in myself to do this without having a hype team. So like find your people, but you can't go looking for people who are going to hype you up. You have to hype other people up and see what happens. Like
But I
you
think you will
have to,
gravitate towards each other again with the don't force it.
Yeah.
because we've run into some situations where like it has to feel natural. You have to feel like actual best friends.
Yeah.
And then those friendships will extend outside of the app, and then you invite strangers to your house and the rest is history.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's true. Lydia, working on being comfortable with posting with and without makeup. Yeah, no, look, I mean, there are
Mhm.
times I'll post without makeup. I don't like to, but I will. And I kind of, something that I did. So I've been posting going on 2 years. So March will be 2 years that I've been posting. And I always used filters for the first like year. And then relatively early on last year, I think, I started, not using filters because my thought process was when I meet people in real life, when I go to bookish events, when I do all of these things, I still want to look like me. And I was like, okay, you know what? If I still want to, oh, thanks, Graham.
Hi, Graham.
I still want to feel like me when I go back through my videos. And I started, this is going to sound so bad. I started getting like my own kind of body dysmorphia, face dysmorphia. I don't know what it would be, but from looking at the filters, being like, oh, I look good. And then I would look in the mirror and be like, oh, I wasn't happy with it. And I was like, I don't like that. So I would say trust yourself in doing it. I mean, look, there's like a retouch filter on TikTok. And if you want to use filters because that's what makes you get comfortable with posting for right now, you have to do what's going to move you forward right now. So I think that's really important, but it's about getting comfortable posting and then figuring out what those pieces of posting are. So that's my thought process on doing that. But like I started on social media with a goal of posting once a day for the month of March because I wanted to get comfortable posting because that scared me. So I was like, okay, what can I do? And then I met Sam and I met Kate and I met all of these other awesome people and kept going.
I would say I think you like you're saying like for me personally I evolved to the point where it's literally just whatever the, slight enhancement that TikTok does, like I have that on but I don't really use filters anymore cuz I'm like okay, let's be real. Like I don't want to meet people in person and have them be like,
Yeah.
what?" And I'm like, "Yes, I have wrinkles. Yes, I have pores. Okay."
Hmm.
Um
Did
but
I
I
pick a
it took
pimple
time.
today? Yes.
It
Like
took time to get to that point
it
for
did.
sure.
It took me like a year to get to that point.
Um,
I
we had a question
saw,
about mic camera setup.
yeah, mic camera. Also, Whitney, what kind, like, how to support, what kind of interaction helps? Not spam
Everything.
liking. The
Oh,
biggest thing is not spam liking things. Because basically, if you spam like, meaning go to someone's profile, tap like, move to the next one, like, next one, like, next one, the algorithm goes, oh, someone's liking this, but they're not watching it all the way through. So this video is not worth watching. So we're not going to push it out. So like the best way that you can watch someone's video and interact with it is basically watch the video all the way through before you do anything. And if you want to do a 2x speed, you can press and hold either side of the screen and make it easy to just like get all the way through. And then when you're done with that, you can like it, you can share it. I mean, repost, shares, saves, sending it to friends, sending it to group chats. Like we have multiple different group chats where if we see each other's content, we will send it to the group chat because it counts as a share because that tells the algorithm this is worth sharing and therefore it's worth pushing out. Um, Sam, any thoughts on how to help how to interact with videos and stuff?
oh no, you pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think. Ooh, what am I doing? Sorry, sorry, sorry. I was gonna go back and answer things, but we can go back up.
Yeah. Well, no, I
Um,
want to do the camera mic one. I just want to do that too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I think everything you said is pretty much spot on. I think just anything that you can do with the likes and the sharing
Right.
and,
And if
reposts.
yeah, if you see someone and like if I see Sam pop up, like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like it. And I usually do it automatically and then I go, hold on, now I have to watch it all the way
Watch
through.
it. Yeah.
Right. You have to watch it all the way through. So what I will do sometimes, especially on like TikTok or something, is if I see a video that I want to watch but don't have time right now, I'll just favorite it and I'll go back and I won't engage
Hmm.
with anything else. I'll just save it.
Yeah.
So, the camera mic setup, I don't remember who asked that or if it's for just regular content or if it's for like podcasting or something content, but like my setup, I have a light here. So like this would be if I don't have the light on.
I say you definitely need a light if you're
Yeah.
posting like this. I used to be a makeup artist, fun fact, for like 8, 9 years. And I have this like $400 freaking light that is slightly adjustable that I use instead of a ring light, which I would buy if I didn't have that.
Yeah.
And I don't really use a mic or anything. I just use my camera. But if I am doing a podcast, I have my mic right here. Hold on.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
a mic if I'm doing a podcast or
it's
something.
a Snowball. My wonderful brother bought this for me. But yeah,
Yeah. I
or
that oh,
AirPods.
and a tripod. If you
Oh
don't
wait,
if you don't hold on, all right, we're going through the whole
Nikki,
setup right now. What
we
is
got to
that?
talk about our mics. Remember?
Oh,
We just
yeah.
we just
I do
got
have that
these.
too.
They're
If you
little
don't have a
clip-ons.
tripod, I highly recommend getting one. This one is easy because the phone just fits in it and like you can adjust the size of it. I have a pop socket on my phone so it stays there. So I can just tighten that and then it's totally adjustable. I think this one specifically goes up to like 6 feet or so. And then the light just gets clipped right on the top of the phone. And it looks so much better than not having that. So I highly, highly, highly recommend. I know, but both the tripod, actually, I have multiple tripods. The tripods that I use and the lights I got from Amazon, and I have them in my storefront. So if you are looking for a specific one to go through, you can go through my bio and go to the storefront and get that. Um, but like, I think the tripod that I use, I think was maybe max $30, and I'm pretty sure the light was like 15.
It just makes things a lot easier to not have to hold it or prop it up. You know, it's not going anywhere because we've all lived that life where if you're out and about and you're just trying to prop your phone up to get a video or whatever, like it's a pain
Mm-hmm.
in the butt. So having that tripod and definitely having a light, at
I've
least, I think are
also
great.
So I have two tripods. This is my other one, which instead of, oh my God. So it collapses down and then the top of it is a magnet. So like
Hmm.
I'm actually on another phone, but like if you have a pop socket or something and you need to take that off, then you can just like, cool, let's go, set up the tripod and film whatever you need to. Highly, highly, highly recommend. The light is
Hi.
worth it.
I have a couple. I have a clip-on one, and then I actually have a magnetic one that maybe I can pop it out that I got from Amazon too. Whoa, that comes with like a soft light, like one of those boxes. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
pull. It's like a silicone thing, but it's very thin. It's got the magnets, so you can stick it on things if you're running around. But this one, you can adjust the warmth and the coolness
Yeah, same.
and how dim you want it. So love that.
I'm
But
actually
yeah,
pretty
Amazon
sure.
has a ton.
Right. I'm pretty sure this is on like the dimmest right now,
Yeah, I
which
have
is
mine
wild.
set to dim and it's very bright, but
Hmm.
again, mine's a makeup light.
Yeah.
So,
So,
um, yeah, no, I definitely think it adds to the quality, the crispness of your footage. So, highly,
mhm.
highly, highly recommend if you at nighttime, like obviously natural light. I love natural light. So,
If you can do natural light, it's your best
yeah.
bet. Kate, I
Yes.
have one of those things and it did not work for me.
Really? Oh,
I
dang.
think, hold on. I think I'm gonna leave it.
But I wanted to say, so I bought this mic setup from Amazon because it was half off and I wanted this for like when I go to events or whatever, I can give one to somebody and I can have crisp, clear audio for like to like muffle the background noise and stuff. I figured this would be helpful for like conventions and stuff. So we'll see. I might have to test this out in the wild at some point, but I mean, you don't need all this fancy stuff. I promise you. But it's just things that we've collected over time when you have the funds as well. But I mean, it also depends on like, are you doing this as a hobby? Or are you doing this because you want to make a career out of it? Like there's a lot of different variables.
Yeah, I did not find it, but I did find the mics that I got, which were this plugs into the phone, and then let's see if I can get these out. These are like little baby ones. They're like actually tiny. It's wild. And then it's a magnet on the back so you can like have it there, which it's not plugged in because it doesn't fit this phone. But I'm pretty sure this is Hollyland is the brand. I think these are also in my storefront because I saw a girl posting about them and was like, wow, I like them, and went to her page.
DGI. I don't know.
Oh, the drone, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I
but
think
I
these were
think
like 30 bucks and there's two of them.
DGI mics apparently too.
I'm not surprised. I mean, the drones are really
I
good,
don't
so the
know.
tech makes sense.
Say I don't know what
Uh,
brand this is.
Arizona. I'm like, am I going to Arizona?
I would say
I
I'm
don't
going
think so.
to Denver for Lit RPG Con, and then I would say the other one is Dragon Steel in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, I am not
Ah. Well,
as
then
of
I
right
will see you
now.
there. I will be at Lit RPG Con, so I will meet you for
Awesome.
sure in July. Hell yeah.
I'm like, I shouldn't apply for that, right?
You, girl, do you? You got 1 day left.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. Where do you find out about those events? So I would say it has to do with like following people, and a lot of it can start with if there's like your favorite creators or influencers who are going to events, they'll typically post about events they're going to, and then I would follow those event companies, and then when those event companies talk about other people they're bringing, I would follow them, and then you'll follow see where they're going to other events because once you start getting into the event space, it's a very surprisingly small community. Like it's a huge community, but it's a very small community. And I feel like you see a lot of the same faces and a lot of the same people at different events. I'm more in the romance space than the lit RPG space, which is why I'm like, should I apply for that? But I have 8 events that I'm going to in the rest of the year. So we shall see. But it depends.
I mean, you might as well
I
apply for
know
it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
I have to pay to get there and stay
Yes.
there.
Yes, that's the problem.
Hmm.
That is actually the problem.
Hmm. Yeah.
You can be a vendor at Jordan Con. Yeah, I will not be going to Jordan Con. I'm getting surgery in a couple weeks, and I definitely want to make sure that I am fully healed. So April's a little too soon, unfortunately. Yeah,
Yeah.
PTO too, for sure.
Right?
I'm like, holy crap,
It's
because
true.
of the surgery. I'm like, ah!
Selena, as of right now, I am not going to Readers and Dreamers. I am trying to see if I can go right
You can
now, but it
go.
depends if I can go as Swaymer's assistant or not, which is TBD. But the weekend after Readers and Dreamers, I'm going to be at Shadows and Seduction in New Orleans. So he yells at me when I try to travel multiple weeks in a row because he's like, no, you don't like traveling multiple weeks in a row. And I'm like, I know, I'm going to complain the whole time, but I'm going to do it. So we'll see.
Yeah, Kate, you got a wedding to pay for, but we're damn sure going to Dragonsteel. That is 100%. We'll figure it
There you
out.
go. Mm-hmm.
Hi, JD. We're actually talking about social media strategy and like all things content creation.
Yeah.
So, kind of different, a different vibe for this one.
Back to your
So,
roots.
if you have any questions, if anybody has any, we have a couple more that we had written down, but if
We
you guys
do,
have any
but
questions,
I like the like organic questions as they come
yes,
up.
yes.
Because we love talking about, for anyone who hasn't heard the intro yet, like we love talking about this stuff. We do it all day long, all day, every day. So it it's really cool to have the opportunity to talk about it together while also with you guys because people like ask questions or will ask questions and comments on videos and stuff sometimes. So to be able to actually like interact, I think is definitely a lot of fun. And like it also, I mean, it like going live like this and having you guys ask us questions, I would argue makes us better content creators too, because we're more engaged with our community. We know what it is that you guys are looking for. Like we get to learn from you too. Like it's a whole thing. Um, Number one advice for creators who are just starting to take their content seriously. My biggest advice, and I've said this, I'm big on mindset and manifestation and like believing that you can do it. But what is it that you're believing you can do? So my question would be a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, what do you want? Who do you want to be? What kind of creator do you want to be? What do you want your page to be? Why do you want people to be in your community? And then once you know who it is that you want to be, you can work towards doing that and you can take steps every day to be that person.
My advice is a little bit more blunt. Post your ass off.
Yeah.
Literally post your ass off, try new things, see what you're comfortable with. Uh, but you need to be genuine and authentic because it will come across on camera if you're not. If you're not happy, if you're not passionate about what you're talking about, it's people will realize it. So I think when you're truly excited about something, it comes across like genuine as it should.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
and again, that goes to depending on who you want to be in the future. Do you want to be someone who like my goal is and I love that, Lydia. I'm glad that it feels like talking to friends because my goal is to be like your relatable bookish bestie. Like I want to be someone that you feel like you are friends with because I want this community to be a group of book friends. Like that's what I want my community to be. So that's my goal. There are some people who are on the app to educate people. So they want to, like, at that point, you want to kind of show yourself as an authority in whatever it is that you are educating them on, explaining why you have a background in what you have, degree in what you have, experience in what you have. That might make you seem less relatable, but if that's not what people are following you for, then that's okay. There are people who are going to be doing cosplay accounts. There are people who are going to be doing book reviews and recommendations only. Like, I don't really do book reviews, I'll do book recommendations. So it totally depends on what you want your page and your space to be. And also, 100% post your ass off. Like, we've said this in here already, but every piece of content that you post on social media is a lottery ticket, and you never know which one is going to win. It's a numbers game. The more you post, the better you do. Or if you look at your numbers and on average you get 3 followers every video. If you're posting 1 video a day, you're getting 21 followers a week. If you're posting 3 videos a day, you're getting 63 followers a week. You're growing 3 times as fast. The more you post, the faster you grow, the faster you build community, and the faster you get confident in yourself too.
mm-hmm. All of those things combined. As somebody that is a psycho that likes to track her followers every single morning,
Mm-hmm.
I know that when I was posting 4 to 6 times a day, everything was just skyrocketing. And maybe that is because, I'm pushing so much content out. It's being experienced by totally new audiences. Who knows? But I
Yeah.
think, like you said, we keep coming back to every video is a lottery ticket and you do not know which one's going to hit. I don't know what she's going to see. I don't know what I'm going to see. We could be both posting about the same exact topics and have 2 totally separate audiences see it.
Yep.
You never know.
It's
Again,
true.
the algorithms are, I, I have no words about that. So
No, we really don't know. No, a goal of 500 followers this year, that's awesome.
Lydia,
Yeah.
you will get there.
Yeah. But it also, you have to enjoy the process and the creating piece of
Mm-hmm.
it. And I would also say, in terms of the figuring out who you want to be in the future, I would look at creators that you feel inspired by and that you think you would want to try to emulate. And I would look at what they're doing and I would be like, okay, I like that they did this. I like that they did this. I like that they did this. And do that. I also recommend, if you're trying to get comfortable posting and trying to get comfortable on camera, I recommend doing lip sync videos. I think that's the easiest way to get comfortable on camera. You don't have to think about what you're going to say. You don't have to think about your voice, because a big thing is when you're editing, at the beginning, it's really hard to listen to your own voice while you're editing. So that's something that comes with time and whatever. But I think that doing lip syncs makes you learn to get comfortable. It's like learning to act. Like, it really is like learning to act. So when you're doing these lip syncs, it's acting it out. It's being expressive. It's using your body and everything. Yes, Sam?
Can I just say, also to be a little blunt, but I'm going to say this in a nice way. Do not be afraid to redo the lip syncs until you get it as close as possible.
Yeah. Look,
Because
no one has to
that's
know how
just
many drafts. No one has to know
no.
how many times it took.
Do it 20 times or once. You might get it on the first try, but
Hmm.
oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Please just try.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with going back and doing it again.
Hmm.
So,
But it's a good way to practice doing that.
yep. but agreed 100%. And you
Oh,
can
I'm
put
so glad.
whatever. Yay, Lydia, that's awesome.
Hmm.
So,
I'm excited to see what you come up with.
no, for sure. I think my main thing for posting, and again, I am not the biggest creator ever. We are still learning every single day. Things could change tomorrow. Who knows?
Hmm.
I think just getting comfortable in front of the camera and being authentically yourself and not forcing things is biggest
Yeah.
the biggest piece of advice that I can give.
Okay, JD, when you say you're too ADHD, hello.
Yeah.
That's the reason that I can sit in front of my camera and yap like it's my fucking job. I let the ADHD thoughts win and I just go. When I start a video, like if you see any of my content, a lot of my like talking head videos are me getting in front of the camera and just talking for like a minute or whatever it is. I know approximately the first two sentences that are going to come out of out of my mouth. The rest of it's a surprise to me in the middle of the video. I do not know where I'm going. Like I know where I'm starting. I don't know where I'm planning on ending up. So it's just doing that. That okay, but intense personality and losing yourself in the passion of things, that's so walking over others isn't something you have to be concerned about when you're recording your own videos because
Hmm.
you're the only one there.
Right.
The ADHD is your superpower. 100%.
Yep.
You like that is what's going to make you stand out from other people because and I say this as I didn't get my official diagnosis until I was 28, even though I was on medication since college. I was masking so much that it wasn't until I let that go that I became more authentic to myself, and that I think 100% comes through content. Yes, it helps to be more creative. Is there a style of video or format that tends to work better? I think it's whatever works best for you, Selena, for doing that. Like, but I would mix it up. So I think it depends on how
Yes.
often you're
Yes.
posting. If you're posting once a day, maybe plan to do, I don't know, two talking videos a week, two lip sync videos a week. I don't know, figure out trends,
Photos,
right?
like
Photos, static
mix it up.
content.
Hmm.
If I'm posting 3 times a day, I'll usually post a lip sync in the morning because in my head, when other people are getting ready, they don't want long form content. They just want something quick that they can scroll through or a sound that's going to catch their attention because they already know it. Again, I'm my own target audience. What?
I was gonna say, but I'm the opposite. I have the opposite perspective where, like, if I'm getting ready, I don't have time to sit there and scroll. So I will actually put on some form, whether it's an audiobook or a YouTube video. That's that's personally when I lock into a long form because of makeup or whatever. I don't have time to like sit there and keep going
Yeah.
to my phone and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. But that's
No,
just
that
me.
makes
That
sense.
I just wanted to offer that perspective as
No,
well.
and actually, as I said it, I realized it. Oh, look at that. I because I used to when I was getting ready, I had like a thing in my bathroom. I would like stick my phone in
Mhm.
there, and as I was by JJ, as I was like watching, like getting ready or whatever, I would like scroll to the
Oh.
next video, and when it was, look at that. And when it was actually a long video on TikTok, I was like, oh, this is good. I can just let it play while I'm getting ready.
Mhm.
So I guess it does depend on that too. But would also say if you're doing 3 to 5 times a day, so you said you are, I would mix up that content because different content's going to hit a different audience at a different time. So I would do some lip syncs, I would do some talking videos, I would do some static posts, I would do some trends, I would do some book recs, I would mix up as much as you can. And kind of come up with, okay, what are your staples? And then if you're posting 3 to 5 times a day, go, did I post one of each staple today? What else do I have to do?
I also want to add in once you are able to do so, at least on TikTok, and I am going to say this with my entire chest. TikTok lives are better than Instagram lives in a lot of different reasons. And it's the same thing with like the anxiety of doing like a talking head video. There is a lot of anxiety of going live for your first time. And we've all been there and we've all done it and we've all got over it. And now we're super freaking comfortable talking to ourselves on a one-on-one video on a live and then also doing it with someone else. But I think that lives or longer, more long form content allows your audience to get to know you on a way better level than short form lip syncs, like little snippet videos here and there. So I also say, because I think there was a comment earlier up about how they don't know how we do so many lives. And I'm like, I actually personally love going live because it allows me to get to talk straight to the person through the phone, through chat, but also you can see how I really am. Like my mannerisms, the way I
Right.
talk, the way I completely blank out every 30 seconds, and how we ramble.
So
Like it's just, we're normal freaking people too, you know?
I have a question for Sam or for
Yeah.
the chat or whoever. Because I do a lot of like talking content, I think. So I think my
Mhm.
personality comes through in that. But does it
Yeah.
not come through the same way as it does on live?
I think it's different.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
personally think it's a little different.
Yeah. No, I mean, it
Hold
makes
on.
sense. Look, it's the same thing as this is going to be such a weird analogy. It's the same thing as if you're trying to online date. And
Hmm.
all right, so if you are talking to someone through one of the apps and you are messaging back and forth, like, cool, you're getting to know them a little bit. But like,
Hmm.
that's not the same as talking to them on the phone or doing a FaceTime or actually meeting them in person. So I do
See,
think it's different.
I was gonna say, you in particular, though, you do a lot more. I want to say like thought, like your thought process, like you're talking about more than just books.
I
You know what
am.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like yours might be a little bit more similar to your lives in that regard, but I do think there's a little bit of a performance mask that goes on when
Yeah.
you are
Well,
hitting record and you're
no, I'm
you know
yeah,
what I
and
mean?
Selena said the same thing. My personality is more chill in lives and more bubbly
Yeah.
and energetic in your videos. Yeah, because those are like bursts. And even on live, you'll see as I'm talking and getting animated, there are going to be
Yeah.
bursts of energy, but then you
Yep.
see the after. And that's the when I stop, when I press the red button and I'm done recording.
Right. And here it's real life. Like I can't go back and re record the same sentence again until I say it in the perfect way. You know what I mean? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. The energy is a little bit more laid back, I think, in the lives. Yeah,
Hmm.
for sure.
Depending on the day.
Um, Depending, yeah. If I'm real low energy, I'll be like, guys, I'm not going
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Or like you're
Uh,
forcing, you have to like kind of force it a little bit. But
I
yeah,
know.
no.
But it also I like it because it gives me a reason to like get dressed and get ready and kind of
Hmm.
be like this is me socializing. And I love it
I say,
because then when we're done, I get to just go to bed.
and then you can scroll yourself, you know?
Yeah, I
I was
know.
gonna say I would like to start integrating more get ready with me lives like in
Mhm.
the morning. I don't know how popular that would be, but I might try it at least on the weekends or something. I don't know. I've done it before, but oh yeah, whoever is in the live absolutely dictates the energy.
Oh,
Because if you're
100%.
feeding off of each other, like you just yap
And
and yap and yap.
I also, and it takes a while to get comfortable with doing it, but going live alone, which I haven't done in a long time, usually people end up joining, but going
Yeah,
live alone and being able to interact with your audience is very, like, it is different. So, and that, I mean, obviously
very.
we're interacting together, but like, we're here to interact with you guys right now. Whereas sometimes when we get on a live, it's just chaos and we're just chatting and it's like a FaceTime date with a peanut gallery. So like I like getting to actually sit and look at the comments and engage with us. I like turtles too.
I say I don't know if I've gone. No, I think I went live the other week by myself. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
can't
you're
even
also
remember.
so because of the interviews that you're doing right now, you
Yeah.
are like specifically engaging with the comments. So like that, I think that's a big thing too.
I mean,
Um,
my focus during those interviews is more so on that other person that I'm talking to. And sometimes
mhm.
I'll get too distracted if I look at the chat. I'm like, no, wait.
What have
Unless,
you learned the most about whether it's content, whether it's yourself, whether it's how to do the interviews, like you've now done a chunk of interviews. So
mhm,
like what have you learned in doing those?
the conversations are so different depending on the comfortability of the other person. So
Hmm.
like if if it is strictly question, answer, question, answer, question, answer, and we're not diverting and we're not like, it doesn't take that long if it is very like static. But if, we're a little bit more laid back about it and we're kind of going off on other side quests, that's what I like to call them, like it becomes a little bit more laid back, relaxed, like we're just enjoying our time and it seems less interviewy, but I still want to get like the same information out of them. I do
Hmm.
have questions. Yeah, I have questions that I have up on my laptop. So I make sure I'm hitting, because I'd like to hit the same questions with each person. If we go beyond that, perfect, wonderful, love it.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure I'm getting those done. Hold on, I
Yeah.
think we
No,
should.
having
I'm
like
a third
mods in the
person.
chat, like having people who are set
Yes,
up as moderators for your
yes.
lives to be able to pin and literally moderate comments is definitely a good
I
thing.
would say you. I think both you and Kate are my mods, right? I think.
I don't know if I'm a mod for you, honestly.
All
I
right,
think
we'll
you're a
look.
mod
We'll
for
look.
me. Yeah.
Okay. I was
But
gonna
yeah, to
say,
be able to do that. Hmm.
yeah, three main topics and then the side quests. Yeah, around them.
Yeah.
Like for my interviews specifically, like if it's a book talker versus an author or a narrator, they're going to be a little different because
Hmm.
obviously like there's a little bit more to get into with authors, like what inspired your writing, like have you
Right.
always, blah, 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 blah. So they can veer off in different directions. But I mean, last night when I interviewed in my second interview, we ended up talking about chilies for half the time, So
That's
like
a real thing that happens.
you never know where it's gonna go.
Hmm.
But I
No,
love
and,
it. No,
and
I,
yeah,
I have
the
learned a
interviews that
lot
go off the rails are the best ones. Like, yes, because you're vibing.
because you're vibing. Yep,
Hmm.
exactly. And I don't want to
Yeah,
say you can tell, but like you can kind of tell. Like and maybe it's because that person is nervous or yes, I do in my bio there's guys, there's a lot of people that have signed up for that. And I'm going to try my little best to get through all
it's
of them in a
awesome.
timely manner. But holy guacamole, my goal was 52, one a week. Yeah, we're
You're well
double
past
that
that.
number. We are double that numbers. And I'm going to
Hmm.
be off for a couple weeks for surgery. So that doesn't help things. So if you have signed up, hold please. Like, please hang on. I will get to you. I promise.
Yeah, no, for
But
sure. I'm like, all right, what other, so
I
another
wrote some
question.
down.
Yeah. One was tips for those just starting the space versus those who have
Hmm.
been doing it a while. Um, oh my God, yes, both have day jobs.
Yep. Sure
Um,
do.
yeah, in a perfect world, I would love to be a full-time content creator.
We
Um,
will be.
yes,
We
will
will
be
be.
manifesting. I also like, so I love talking about this and content strategy and like having those conversations with people and being able to talk to someone and being like, hey, that's a video. Hey, you can make content out of that. So I have started content coaching. So if that's something that you're interested in, there is a link in my bio for that for signing up. And it's basically there's going to be a free 15-minute intro call where we will talk about how I work as a coach and what the pricing structure looks like for that. And then if that's something that works for you, and I send that all in an email, if that's something that works and you want to sign up, then we can work on either 25 or 50-minute sessions. And it's basically just us having a video call where you are using kind of you have me and my time at your disposal to do with what you see fit. So I'm working with authors, I'm working with cosplayers, I'm working with bookish creators, I'm working with creators outside of the bookish space, and just being able to sit down and kind of have a conversation and pull out, hey, that's content, hey, that's content. Because sometimes you're so in it that you can't see it and be like, oh, hey, that's a good idea.
No, Nikki can confirm. I can confirm from personal experience. This is my testimony that Nikki is so good at just like pulling ideas out of the air, like left and right, left and right. And then you're like, holy crap, that's an amazing idea. And you learn everything is content.
Yeah,
And
everything. And
yeah, you're really
that
good at,
that's me letting the ADHD out. Like that's
yeah.
what that is. That's me going like it's letting the intrusive thoughts win. Like that's like when someone says something, I'm like, "Hey, squirrel, what does that make me think of? Oh, wait, that's a video." And that's how it
Hmm.
works. So that's what I meant by like the masking is something that it you have to unlearn it but I think that's a good thing. There was a question about names. So
Mine is my real name.
mine is
So
like a variation, but mine is not my legal name. Um, yeah, no, not getting crazy followers. Look, um, I don't use my legal name on here, and I did get a PO box for people to send to me because I was getting a lot of packages, but also I moved, and the way that the mail system is set up I had wanted a PO box for a while, but the way that the mail system is set up for my current building is really not helpful because if I don't know that I'm getting something, then I don't know to go look for it, and that's a problem. So having a PO box makes it a lot easier. So like it kind of just made sense for me. Of course, the post office is really confused every time I get a package for Nicki Kupps because they're like, "That's not the name on the PO box." I'm like, "Yeah, I know," but then the guy at the post office knows me now, so I walk in,
your
he goes, "Hey,
BFFs.
Nicki." Yeah. Uh, what, Jordy? What?
So we are potentially going to do some videos where, okay, forgive me, Jordy. We're both picking our respective crawlers and then arguing on videos like collabs as to who will win in the dungeon. Was that what we were doing?
I have a question.
Yes, go.
Is this gonna be like the Disney princess rap battles?
I don't I don't know what that is.
Someone help me out and tell me you know what I'm talking about. Hi, Sadie. Someone needs to tell me that you know what I'm talking about with the rap battles. Please. I'm gonna go cry. Okay, thank you.
So
So
sorry.
basically it was like funny skits on if you YouTube like Disney princess rap battles, yes, Cinderella versus Belle. Like on some of the not necessarily late night, but some of the just like SNL or like funny shows where they've got
Mhm.
like celebrities on, they're like, all right, do a rap battle. Do you know what I'm
I would
talking about?
say I remember Celebrity Death Match.
I don't know what that is.
Well,
Um,
the claymation, yeah.
okay. So the rap battle ones and then in this case, there was YouTube videos of like someone dressed up as Belle and someone dressed up as Cinderella and was like throwing shade at the other one, like, "Oh, you know what? Your prince couldn't even tell your name." I'm butchering this. I'm
I would say
so
I would be
sorry.
so bad at that though. I am not good at coming up with
No,
like
no,
the
you could
clever
script it.
quips.
You could script it.
Uh Jordy, yeah, we're gonna need to figure this out because I'm not gonna be good at that at all. I'm gonna have to think really, really hard and not be all drugged up on my pain meds.
Epic rap
So,
battles. That's what it was.
oh, okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think weren't there like historical
Yep.
figure ones too?
Yep.
I think I remember
I feel
those.
like there was a Stephen Hawking one.
Epic
Like,
rap battles of history or something like that. I
yes.
don't was that it? Okay.
Yep. Hmm.
Oh my god. It might be
Yeah.
better on the meds. You know what? You're not wrong. You're and please, yeah, I cannot
Oh my
rap
God.
to save my life.
Why
Jordy,
am I
thank you,
dying?
Lord.
All right, so who wants to see Sam rap?
I nope. I will just sit
How
there in
many
silence.
how many likes to get Sam to rap?
I
Sam?
swear to God.
No,
Nikki,
no, that's a question for Sam. How many likes do you need to get you to rap?
none. I don't need I
A
no
scripted rap. You could script it out ahead of time.
no. No. I refuse. I refuse. I would rather sing.
Okay, how many likes to get you to sing it?
Can I like have like a like a celebrity shot? Can I like tap someone in to come in and rap for me and then go out?
You know what? I'm okay with that. I'll script it
Yeah,
for you. I have to
1
read more.
billion.
Okay, we can figure something out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh my
Hmm.
god. All right, so does anybody else have questions about
Yeah.
social media?
All right, wait, hold on. We kind of covered this, but another question was how do you pick the best hashtags for reach and visibility? So there's the you only can English. You can only do 5 hashtags right now. So I usually do like 2 broad, 2 narrow, and 1 nonsense, honestly.
Okay. And I try to keep the same ones every time. Like I said, if you weren't here in the beginning when we were talking about this, I did see, God, I don't even know, somewhere where if you are talking about a niche, if you have a niche like Dungeon Crawler Carl and you are posting about it every single day, use the same 5 hashtags because you're training the algorithm to recognize who your audience should be. So the fact that I would do Dungeon Crawler Carl, Princess Donut, Lit RPG, Matt Dinneman, and I think I would do like DCC or some book Rex or something as like my
Mhm.
fifth one that was super generic. And I would do that every single freaking day, you know? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where does most of
where's
your
your most of
income
your
come
income?
from? So I guess most of mine would be
Actually,
Facebook.
I have a chart. Hold on, let me look.
Oh my God. So
I have a
Facebook,
spreadsheet for that.
I get, I don't know, like 1 to 200 a month right now. Um, what?
I'm pebbles compared to you.
I mean, I got monetized in August, and then part of it is in October. I had some videos do really well from the Book Boyfriend Bash event that I went to. So that kind of started the growth, and then I've had growth
Gotcha.
since then. Um, but I
Go follow
also
me on Facebook, everybody.
what? Yeah,
So
no,
go
if
follow
you
me on
aren't
Facebook,
already,
everyone.
go follow her on Facebook and make
Oh
sure
crap.
you watch and engage with all of her videos. If you want
And
to go
say
follow me, that'd be cool too.
TikTok is my biggest one right now.
Hmm.
So
TikTok, I mean, there were some months I to be fair, when I say did well, like I think the most I made in a month was maybe like $50 from TikTok.
oh
But I think.
I'm not making that much if we're being very
But like
freaking
I'm pretty
honest.
sure
I am
last
not
month,
making much at all.
yeah, I think last month I made like $8, so it couldn't even pay out, and I think this month I made like 5. I hold on. You know what? I might have a chart.
I would say in January, I've actually done pretty well. But like last year, I'll say for 2025, I only got payouts in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. So 5 out of the 12 months. And on average, it was anywhere between like $10 and I think my biggest payout was like 34.
Hmm.
So now this year, I will say I've just in January made more in January than I did the entirety of last year. So
Wow.
if that tells you anything, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. If it's not able to pay out, does it roll over? I think so.
Yes, it does. If it's not able,
Yeah.
it accumulates until you can pay out, and that goes for Meta also. Because my first month, I
Yeah.
think I made like $4, and it needed to be 5 to pay out. But Facebook, my first in August, I made like nothing. My payout from Facebook in September was 5.72. In October was $72. In November was 156.
That's still so good.
And then
You
I haven't updated my sheet since then. So I need to update that for my December payout, which I think was about the same. All right, hold on.
We're
Let's
all
see.
about transparency here, guys. I've only gotten 3 payouts from Facebook so far, and it was $16, $17, and $21. So I could buy some coffees. So that's great. Yeah, Instagram does not do monetization unless you're getting subscribers. I believe that's the only way. Subscribers or gifts, right?
Yes. So in December, I hit a so Facebook I think has the best opportunities for monetization that are easy enough. So like Facebook has little
Yeah.
goals that they'll give you. Like basically they're like, hey, you're a mouse, here's some cheese. And they're like, oh, if you make 2 videos that reach this number of people, which is a stretch for you, but based on your numbers in general, which I was able to do in December. So I got an extra thing. So I made 265 in December. And I think to date right now in January is less than that right now. But right now, I thus far have made 175 in January.
To be fair, can we back up for a second? You
Yeah.
also everybody has to understand that Nikki and I are working towards making this our career. So like we would love to be able to do this full time. So just keep that in mind too. Like
Right. I
we
mean, we
have
treat
that in
this
the
like a
back of our
job.
head.
Right.
Yes.
There are days where I don't want to post, and that's when I'm really glad that I have drafts, or when I don't want to film, I should say. So I have drafts to just post out in there. Um, and I think that that's kind of important. But like, I'm big on one of the phrases that I heard at one point when I was trying to figure out what I want to do with my life was use your 9 to 5 to fund your 5 to 9, and then use your 5 to 9 to fund your 24/7. So like right
Hmm.
now, I'm using my 9 to 5 to fund my 5 to 9. But I
Hmm.
am going to a lot of events, and I also work with the Smashcast with Swamer and Steven on the Smashcast. So like because I'm working with them on that, I'm also getting paid through that. Again, I am nowhere
Hmm.
near doing it full time right now, but my goal is to do that as well as with content coaching. And like I
I would say
want to be
if
100% transparent on doing this too.
we got some sugar daddies to fund our lives, so we could do this
How
full
much to take
time.
the socks off?
Hi, Geneva.
Hello, sorry,
um,
that was a bad time for you to come in.
no, it's funny. I mean, I just wanted to be very transparent about
Yeah,
that. Like those are our goals. So we are, trying to strategize. And that was kind of like the whole reason for this, these kind of lives. That we are trying to build. And yes,
yeah.
YouTube as well. I'm trying
Hmm.
to post as much content over there. That is my goal this year, is to get monetized on YouTube. So
Yeah. Which I
uh
believe in you. You're going to do this. For being able to get monetized on TikTok, I believe you need
mhm.
at least 10,000 followers. You need a
Yep.
video or a combined views of 100,000 in a month. And I think it's just be over
Well,
18
the
to do that.
videos have to be over a minute long too. Don't
Well, so no, no,
don't
but in
forget that.
order to be eligible for
Oh, to be
monetization,
eligible.
right,
Yes.
to
Yes,
get in
yes,
the
yes.
creator
But how
fund,
you actually make
you
money.
need
Yes.
10K followers, and you need to be have 100,000 views per month. Which when I first hit 10K followers and was like, should I do the creator fund? I don't know. I waited for a little bit, but I
I waited
once
too.
I was doing that, yeah. When I did it, I was like, oh my God, what if I don't get 100,000 views? Like, what am I gonna do? And like, I kind of realized as I grow, like yes, the end goal is to make this a full-time opportunity, but right now I also realize that like I love the process of doing it and that it will work out for me. Like I genuinely, genuinely believe it. And I'm like, Delulu is the Salulu, and that's okay. Um, but yes, in order once you're in the creator fund in TikTok, the videos that are eligible to be monetized on, not just your account, are ones that are over a minute. They have to be unique content, and TikTok can demonetize any video for any reason.
And you have to have over 1,000 views on that video.
I didn't realize that was a requirement, but even if you get, so the thing is, if you get 2,000 views, you might get 3 cents.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it
It's
fully
it's
depends
not
after
crazy
that.
hard.
It's not that much,
Right.
but
It's
it
not,
is hard.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not crazy hard. I also think if you at 10K or at another number, if you decide to join the creator fund, I think you will probably see a dip in your views and you
Hmm.
have to ride that out.
Yep. You just have to keep your head up and keep
Yeah.
posting. I will
Uh,
say that it did take me a long time to buy into the creator fund, I think. I think I opted in. Was it this time last year? It had to be, because I was like, screw it. TikTok's going away.
yeah.
And the first time I got paid out was in January of last year.
See, I
So,
didn't do it until
or maybe I'm crazy.
I want to say
I remember
May.
doing it.
No, you know,
Okay.
we both did it and then we opted out. Cause then I went back in roughly May. I didn't make money yet, but I went back in roughly May, and you were like, should I? And eventually I was like, you should just do it. And you
Because I got
were,
money in January, but then it was July, October, November, December. November and December had multiple payouts. So I was like, huh, maybe I did it in
I
July.
do remember whenever you finally did it again, you ultimately you were like, no, my views are down, my views are down, and I was like, girl, just ride it out.
I feel like I did it. No, I remember doing it at a time though where the algorithm was effed up because I
Yes.
remember everybody's views were down. So I was like, this is the perfect time to do it.
Yes.
So Carmen, if you're waiting, I would go ahead and do it right now because of the whole sale and stuff. Like
Because the
everybody's stuff
algorithm's
is all
already
whacked
fucked.
out.
Right.
Yep. I would just go ahead and do it. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Payouts are
Yep.
monthly.
I have 4 payouts so far in January because of lives. So there's two separate things. So if you get gifts for lives, those
Mhm.
pay out every Wednesday, like the following Wednesday. And then the creator fund funds are held for a month, I believe. So I'm
Oh,
getting,
okay. I knew the creator
yeah.
do that. Yeah, the views. I mean, the views dip. The views go all over the place. Yeah. And that's the thing is you have to fall in love with the process of creating the content and believe in your own content because if you go based on exclusively the numbers of how every video does, you're gonna kill yourself doing that. You're gonna like lose your mind and pull your hair out because you're gonna be like, I don't understand why this video, why not this? And like you have to understand and acknowledge and accept that it's gonna be ups and downs that ultimately like it will go up overall, but you have to look at it overall.
And that's why we kind of are stressing that whole like post lottery ticket. We need to come up with like a phrase for
Yeah,
that where it's like each post is a lottery ticket. You never know what's going to hit. So don't focus too hard on one singular video. Just keep going.
right.
Like be consistent, be genuine, and just keep posting.
Yeah. And also, as
At
far
least,
as the content, depending on what it is, if it's talking videos, I would say one of the biggest things as a millennial, you got to cut out the millennial pause, which means either start talking sooner or the easier option is you press the big red button, you start recording, and then when you start talking, when you go back and edit it, just cut that beginning out. But you want to start immediately because you've got about 3/4 of a second to catch someone's attention. Yes, Sam?
and also cut the intros. Hi, hello. It's me. Cut that crap and just start saying what you're gonna say. Get to the
Yeah.
point immediately or do your hook immediately.
Yeah. So what's a hook,
Immediate.
Sam?
Don't read this book. That's a great one.
Yep.
That was like the one legit review I did. Was it last year for that cows book? I started it out. Do not read this book. And I went to explain why I finished this book in one sitting, but it was vile and disgusting and I loved it. So,
Yeah. How do you come up with good hooks? Honestly, there are times if it's a talking video or something, I will make the video, and like I said, I know the first two sentences that are going to come out of out of my mouth, and the rest of it is a surprise to me as I'm filming the video. So when I get through the video, I'll be like, "Oh shit, when I got to this part, I really like that. That should have been the first thing I said." So I'll re-record it now, having practiced it, and I'll
I was
start
going to
with that.
say, think clickbait.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, it's a headline basically, is like
yeah.
whatever you're going to say in that first 2 seconds.
And
It,
if
yeah.
you have a recording that you like and you don't want to re-record it, edit it so that you take whatever that clickbait in the middle of it is, throw it at the beginning of the video, and then just play the whole thing again. Because you're still
Hmm.
giving them something. And it's like, okay, I don't know if anyone watches NCIS, but in NCIS, you know how when you start off or when you end a section before or after the commercial, it starts with a black and white photo snapshot of how it's going to end. You're telling someone exactly where you're going to wind up. Do that.
Hmm.
Take a clip from your video and put it at the beginning, and then just let your video play because you're giving them something where they're like, "What the fuck is this? I want to know more," and then they watch the whole video.
It could be a funny moment. It could be a clickbaity moment. It could be just
It could be a
something to grab
weird
people's
face. It
attention.
could be,
Yep.
yeah. You also,
I
a
need to
good
try doing
idea.
that.
Right. A good idea for hooks, if you don't want to do something super clickbaity, is just there should be movement. There should be energy coming out of your camera. It can be like holding a water bottle. It can be, hey guys, what's going on? There is something that's physically grabbing someone's attention.
And there's also quite a few creators on here. Not that I, would tell you to venture out to find other people, but there are creators on here that's like their whole thing is giving you ideas on hooks and trends and things to and like subjects and like video content. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
There
also a
are
thing
plenty of
too.
people who do that. Um,
Hmm.
I would also say, and I think I've said this, but find creators that you want to emulate and like take a look at what they're doing and watch their videos critically. Like watch it once through. And if you really like that video, go back for a second and look at it as a creator and go, what is it about this video do I like? What did they do well? Was it good lighting? Were they walking the whole time? There are some people who take their camera and they just walk while they talk, and you'll see they walk while they talk and then they go back to where they started and they walk while they talk and they just keep doing it. So it looks like they're walking, but they're doing it in little segments because they know that that motion is going to catch your attention. Or there's people who start off with the same catchphrase at the beginning every time and you know it's going to be good. Or like I don't know if anyone follows this guy Razzo. He like just kind of talks. He just makes talking videos, but it's usually a little bit raunchy, a little bit dating-ish, a little bit whatever. And he at the beginning of his videos, he goes, "Not safe for work, so let's lower the volume a little bit." And like if I hear that, I know I'm gonna turn the volume up because this is gonna be funny. Like
Because
little
it's almost
things
like
like that.
your own catchphrase,
It
like
is.
that it's branding yourself at that point.
It
Because
is.
you know, every time you hear that, that's his video and you're getting ready to be entertained.
I actually made a video about him saying that, and it was the video that went viral for me and got me to 10,000 followers. I like the
Hell yeah.
video was literally, listen, when Razzo says turn your volume down because like this not safe for work, so turn your volume down, you bet your ass I am sitting down, I am honing in, I am turning my volume all the way up and listening to what he has to say because it is going to be good. And like that
Hmm.
went viral and I hit 10K because of that. 10,000 followers. So like you never know. And little ones like that are, I would say, my most viral. And it's usually something that I just think of spur of the moment, kind of chatting, do whatever. Then there's ones where I put a lot of time and effort and I'm like, cool, 300 views. Okay.
I will say too, though, I have ideas like in the middle of the night, so I can't like get up and film it usually. So I have like a whole note in my phone of just it's all checklists too. So I'll write out what the idea is, and then I'll go back when I have the time and like click, yep, I did
Yeah.
it, or go film it then. But I do think that filming when you have those ideas like in the moment is best because that's where like you've got that energy right then and there, but unfortunately sometimes those ideas hit in inconvenient moments, so
I think the energy is
save your
important.
ideas.
I also think
Yes.
like getting yourself, whether it's into the same talking energy or whatever, like and I've given this idea to clients too. Like your energy is going to come through the camera. So if you're like, okay, I am going to batch film 10 videos today to have ready for the rest of the week, and you're like really not feeling it, I would be like, okay, you know what, go for a walk or put on a song that like really vibes for you and like have a little dance party at home and get your energy up before you film the video because that's going to come through.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Um, I think there was one more question that I had was what obstacles have you faced?
Oof.
I mean, fear of failure, like having to face
I would say
myself
the
in the
anxiety
mirror,
of
in the camera. Um, I started posting with a plan of posting once a day for the month of March of 2024, and then that was it. I was going to be done. What's funny to me is when I look back, I have grown so much within my own confidence as like who I am. At the point at which I was doing it, like I had adult acne that wasn't under control. I felt like looking back, I'm like, wow, I really like how I do my makeup now versus then. Like I look back and I'm like, props to myself for like posting online because I feel like I have gotten significantly more confident from doing it. So it's funny to me to think about the fact that I started posting at a time when by all accounts I should have not wanted to post. So I don't know if that's an obstacle I had to overcome, but that's just something I'm really proud of for myself.
I think for me, the biggest obstacle I've had to face was getting over being cringy and being nerdy and like really just letting myself dress up like a freaking cat with a tiara and literally talk about some crazy books like in front of people that know me in real life and getting over like people judging me, like who cares? I think that has been my biggest thing through this journey. And I've been posting for, I guess this year it would be 3-ish years just on Book Talk. I did post about makeup on YouTube years ago. So there's a little bit of a difference there, but I think just the fear of people judging me and
Yeah.
that has been my hardest thing. And I
Yeah.
still there are still times I'm like, ooh, that was a
Yeah.
little much, but
I
yeah.
mean, Sadie, in terms of like scared to video when you're not feeling pretty that day, yes, I get that. And like part of it is, I think, committing to how much you want to show up and then showing up for yourself, saying, hey, I told myself that I was going to do it. And every video is a lottery ticket. You never know which one is going to hit. I mean, I have some videos that like I'm thinking about it and I'm like there was one I posted for Squamer's birthday and I was like I was sick. I literally didn't sleep that night. Like I was home and I was like, oh, I need to post this. Had no makeup on. I felt like shit and whatever. And like most of the time if I have videos with Squamer, they're going to do pretty well. So I'm like, okay, I think that probably got at least like 50,000 views and I'm like, cool, that everyone saw that. And it's scary. It is scary, but I think it's important to do it scared and to do it for future you so that you've already done it so you can be less scared next time. A lot of this is
Mm,
easier said than done. Like I spew a lot of mindset and manifestation and motivation, but I also recognize that it's just saying it is a lot easier than actually doing it. Yeah.
mm,
So yeah, Selena struggling and doing look faceless. There's nothing wrong with faceless videos too, but I would give yourself the grace to do videos with your face too. And that's where I don't know if you have a setup, if you have lighting or anything like that, but like the lighting makes such a difference. Like this is fine, but like
now we can actually see your face. Yeah.
this looks a whole lot better. And if you,
Hmm.
natural daylight, I think is great too. If you can film like in front of a window or a door, like during, I like morning light more so than afternoon. I think in the
Hmm.
afternoon it gets a little bit yellow and more direct and can be kind of aggressive depending. But I think like honestly, filming on like a cloudy day is perfect.
100%
But
agree.
yeah, I think it's okay to be scared about putting your face out there and kind of thinking, okay, well, like also, I don't know if you're going to events as an author or anything, but I like going, like if you're going to be meeting people in person anyway, then it's only fair to you to show up as your truest self online too. I feel a little bit preachy. I'm sorry. I don't know. Um, Listen, vampires are in, okay? So like you do you, girl. I love that. Do you sparkle? 10 events is a lot. But yeah, I mean, I used to use filters and I will say using filters I think got me more comfortable and confident on camera because I was like, "Oh, okay, I feel like I look better." And I did that for the first like year that I was posting, and then I stopped using them and as I started going to events because I was like, "Oh, I want to look the same in person as I do at events." And I think since doing that, I kind of forced myself to get a little bit better at makeup and figure out how I like my makeup too. I did do makeup. It's a little bit purple.
It looks so good.
Thanks. Wearing glasses, you can't see shit. It's fine. Yeah. Blood transfusions that became and it became a bestseller as a debut novel. That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah. I do think that going to events is also cool, and then it gives you something to talk about for like book talk content too.
Hmm.
To vlog about, to talk about recap stuff, to have stories about what happened. Um, Good or bad. I don't like. talking badly about anything. I don't want to like that's just not my vibe. I like even with like book recs or something, if I read a book and um if I don't love it, I will find something to talk about that I did enjoy.
Hmm.
But that's just me being me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of those profiles that do nothing but talk crap do really well, but it's a
Yeah.
very negative space to live in all the time.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's true. Look, recapping things. Yeah, you can talk
mhm.
about that. Hey, Rhea. You can talk about that, and you can talk about events that you went to. You can talk about events that you're going to. You can talk about like all of that kind of stuff. You can also, if you have any kind of vlog content, do voiceovers for it. Um, pay for unfiltered Nicki takes. Like, girl, you're getting that now.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yep. Don't talk about Fight Club. That's important. What, did you have other questions that you got, Sam?
Mm-mm. I sent you the
What
the one
was
about it was how do you break through the algorithm and get your account noticed?
Yeah. I think I mean we kind of we definitely talked a lot about that. But like
Hmm.
just posting more. If one video is good, two must be better. Like
Yep. Yep.
what kind of vlog and B-roll should be filmed at events? Sam, what do you think?
I mean, I always think so. It depends on what role you're playing. So if I'm an author or assisting an author, I think interactions with the attendees are always great to have. Even setting up like you do, Nikki, all the time. You have your second phone that you set up on a tripod and just do a time lapse. That's
Mm,
super cool. And then just walking around and seeing all the other vendors and like what the event has to offer, if there's any like performers or special activities going on, depending on what the book event is. Like in my head, I went straight to convention. So like, of course, there's like usually an artist alley or, like a um, photo shoot areas or whatever. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Atlas.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah.
I know, but look at the bonding that takes place. Yeah, no, I mean, I also think, and it depends on who you are and what your vlog content is going to be. But like for
Hmm.
me, if I'm watching vlog content, I sometimes will see people do like pan an aisle of something, and I'm like, okay, get to the point. Like my ADD kicks in, and I need short little clips for this. So I need like it to be like okay a second of this, a second of this. Even if you go back, if you have a 5 second pan of an artist alley kind of thing, that's great. But I, at least if I'm your target audience, I'm not going to watch all 5 seconds. I'm going to scroll. So do a second and then move to something else, and then do another second and move to something else, and kind of mash it together so that every piece of the video is a hook to keep people wanting to know what happened next. Or do a come with me too, and like some people do filming like your shoes as you're walking or getting ready for
Yeah.
stuff, like all of that sort of things. But I would film clips, just regular clips on your phone for everything as much as you can. I would pan the room, I would get close-ups on stuff, I would move your phone like in and out for content, I would do across, I would do like up to down, get a lot of different angles and movement in it, and then clip that together later. And you can do the auto cut features too. Yeah.
I was gonna
Uh-oh.
say, I personally love, depending on the event too. We all like different things, right? I like
Yeah.
the hauls or like this is what I got in my VIP, goodie bag or everything I ate and drank at X event or like whatever. Like especially yeah, if there are certain sections at book events that they don't allow filming,
Right.
just do like a recap afterwards, but have like some B-roll in the background of walking through like all the different like
Yeah.
corridors or whatever.
If
I don't
you're,
know.
yeah, if you're there with a friend, having them get content of you walking around, talking to people and looking at stuff. Yeah.
Yes. People want to see you interacting, but if you don't have somebody with you,
Ask someone.
then yeah, exactly. Ask someone random or just
Yeah.
set your phone up somewhere and just walk around a little bit. I do that at
Espe-
bookstores.
like
Set it on the shelf and then just walk around.
right, it feels weird, but especially when you're going to these events with other people who spend so much time on social media too, it's not weird. And there's a
No.
spotlight effect where like, you're filming in public and you're like, "Oh my God, everyone's looking at me and everyone's judging me and everyone's like wondering what I'm doing." Everyone else is having the same thoughts in their head about what everyone thinks about them. They're not thinking about you.
I will also say, as somebody that I went to Once Upon a Con, if we're going to throw that out there. I straight up like started asking people that were there questions and like get like, hey, first, are you cool with being on a TikTok, whatever? And then it was like, hey, I don't even remember the questions that I asked, but I got like a plethora of people to be involved. Like some people really do like that. Like you've done it too, where it's like you interview people like as you're like go in line with them waiting to get in or whatever, like just showing
Yeah.
the behind the scenes of events is really cool too, I think.
Yeah. But I think it
Because
takes
then
practice and takes comfort.
yeah.
So what I would start with is like just filming everything and then going back through your clips and or finding creators who do vlog content for events of the same style and go, okay, what clips did they use? Um, Masquerade at one of the events. Grim Reaper or a Phoenix outfit. Ooh, can you do like a Phoenix Grim Reaper?
A mixture of both.
Yeah. In my head, the Grim Reaper
Oh,
part is the one from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
yes, 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 yes,
So
yes.
there's that. I have no idea what I'm wearing to any of the 8 events that I'm going to this year. But I
Mm,
have one in like 3 weeks that I probably need to figure out what I'm doing for any of that, actually.
yeah,
Hmm.
probably a good idea.
I really need to figure that out. I do have my real hair today. I did get 2 more wigs. I just haven't gone to get them from downstairs yet.
All right,
Um,
friends, it is 9:45, so I don't know if we
yeah.
want to
Um,
ask.
Amber, I think I did post my events at some point, but I have to do an updated list, and I need to post that. Yeah. Um, See, I think it means you need to get it. Just saying. If it's in your car and you're still staring, you need to get it. You deserve it.
Click buy now.
Yeah. Right? Oh, it's so dangerous. Um, okay, I'm fine. Is there a discount down live happening or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. I
Yeah.
had finished it like way last year, so I didn't do the buddy read.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've already done it.
No,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
we're
glad we
going
did
live a lot
this.
lately.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other content questions? Strategy questions, random questions?
Would you like us to do like themed lives around this kind of content
Hmm.
if they're interested? I mean, assuming it's what, a Thursday, so maybe we try it on a weekend too.
We could. Yeah, my post the other day, and honestly, that was about as sassy as I'll get on it, just because I don't like to be negative. But I did have someone who responded to one of my questions and was like, you should stop posting content in general. It's cringy and annoying. And I'm like, cool, then why do you follow me?
The audacity.
He finally unfollowed me, by the way. I saw that today.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Good riddance.
More content tips. Oh, Fable book
Okay.
clubs. Do you do Fable book clubs, Sam? I don't.
Mm-mm.
I am awful at like buddy reads or doing things that I'm told. So when someone says you have to read this, I immediately go, absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm not proud. Um, I filming in a bookstore is definitely weird. I think it's easier when you're with a friend and they're filming for you. But
And also when there's not a ton of people around, if you can find like a an aisle that doesn't have a million people in it, oh my God. Yeah, because like I don't
Daryl,
want to be
I don't
annoying
know
and
what you're
like in the
talking about,
way.
Daryl.
Bratty energy.
Not at all. Yeah, no, filming with a friend is definitely helpful because, like, there's a comfort level in doing that. Oh, a collab with your bookstore next week. That's awesome. What kind of collab are you doing with them?
Way
Um,
less weird. Yeah.
okay, store manager bestie. That's like a flex.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'll open up a bookstore one day.
When we're full-time content creators, we can open up a
Yep.
bookstore.
Perfect.
It
Yep.
can be called the Content Cafe.
Perfect.
See, I like to pull random ideas out of my ass. Oh, they reached out to you on Instagram. That's awesome. I also will say, in terms of content and platforms, I think TikTok is the easiest to go viral on and grow a following like that. But I think Instagram is the most engaged following. And I think if you want to do this, um, to monetize and to ultimately be a full-time content creator, as is our goals, Instagram is like the primary platform because I think it's just as the most established one. Instagram like is known for that, for brands being on there. I mean, I think more brands reach out to me through Instagram to do anything. And I think also if you don't already have your email in your bio everywhere, you should. You should have your email in your bio, and it should be an easy, dedicated email address, ideally similar to your handle. I would also make your handle the same across your platforms if you can do that.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think like what other little tidbits I've got. What else do you have, Sam? What do you wish you knew when you started?
God, I would literally just yell at myself to post, 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 post. Like,
Hmm.
I hate to beat a dead horse here, but literally just, I would have been posting upwards of 10 times a day. If I had to start over, I would be posting my ass
Yeah.
off. Like, and I
Why?
personally saw the most growth when I niched down. Obviously to Dungeon Crawler Carl, that's when I
Hmm.
saw an explosion of growth. But
Right.
I also feel like certain fandoms kind of just generate that,
I
you
also
know,
I
community
agree with
anyway.
you. I don't like the phrase of niche down because it implies
Hmm.
that you can't do anything outside of that. And like I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
I
that's
post whatever the hell comes to mind. But I think
right.
for someone just starting out, picking a niche to focus on before you grow is easier because if you don't do that, everything is an option and then analysis paralysis kicks in and you're not going to do anything. So I think picking a niche to get comfortable and confident on camera is good and then start introducing other things. Sadie, you said you were worried about changing your handle on Instagram. Was there a reason? Because I started out I used to go by Nicole and I had that and then I was like, hold on, I want to be Nicki on here. And I didn't change my username until like December. It was like right around, I think right after I hit 10,000 followers, or maybe right before I hit 10,000 followers. And I am really glad that I did because I felt like, oh, but people already know me as this. And I was like, but if I grow as much as I want to grow, then even more people. So hopefully it's just the people so far who know me and then it'll switch. Sam looks confused.
No, sorry. No, you're good.
No, you're good.
I was gonna comment on Selena's message there. As somebody who gets a lot of spam
Oh, yeah.
emails as a creator,
No, I get a
you have no
lot.
idea how many freaking emails I get that I know are just copy pasted because they like reach out and they want to read my book, and I'm like, I'm not an author. I know you have no idea who I am, and you're just literally bulk emailing people. Like
Yep.
it is crazy.
And I'm like, how many spam
So
emails did I get today?
yeah, it's the same, but
Hmm.
it does give legit brands easier access.
Uh-huh. Uh, yeah, this is, I got one, two, I got two today. One from Food Fluence. I am not a foodie. I eat three things. Like, yeah, I get a lot of spam ones, and you kind of have to do that. But yeah, no, putting your email on, I mean, brands do that. And also checking your hidden requests. Like I've had brands DM me. So I would
Hmm.
definitely check that too.
Same, same.
Um, and I would also, if that's something you want to do, make a video about and so I've seen this idea too where like if you want to be a makeup influencer and you want brands to send you stuff or do campaigns with you, start when you're doing your makeup stuff, and maybe Sam should be saying this, not me. Start doing your regular routine and tagging all the brands. When the brands start seeing you tag, so like if you want to do it in the bookish space, start tagging the publishers, start tagging the authors, only in positive things. Only in positive things. But tag authors, tag publishers, tag people. If there's a video that you saw a creator make and you think is really funny and you want to recreate it and tag them and do inspired by or IB.
Hmm.
I don't think there's anything wrong with copying someone's video as long as you are giving credit where credit is due and saying like, "Oh my God, I
Agreed.
saw so and so post this and I thought it was so funny I had to do it."
Mhm.
But if you
Like I
do it and try to take
credited,
credit, no.
yeah, bedazzling my Dungeon Crawler Carl book. I had seen another creator that I wasn't even following. It was on my FYP. And when I first started doing it, I credited her. I went back to go find her username so I could credit because I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want that kind of, hate. I don't know, hate. Yeah,
Yeah.
hate. Like
Look, at a
you
bare
don't want
minimum,
people to
I
think
will
negatively
do,
of you.
right. At a bare minimum, I'd be like, oh my God, I saw someone post this video. Why am I holding my thing like
Hmm.
a phone? At a bare minimum,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh my God, look at that. Thank you. I'll like in my video would be like, oh, I saw someone post this video and I don't know who it is. So if you know who it is, please tag them. Like, as long as
Right.
you are not trying to claim credit for something, and showing just like being authentic and everything, I think that's the game. Any other questions for us? Questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, fears? I had a
My
teacher in
dogs
high
are
school who used to do
scratching.
that. Like questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, fears. And I was like, I mean, I've got some of those, but it's 10th grade English. So we're not going to do that. Hmm. Yeah, we got to figure out how often we're doing it. I also
Hmm.
think I might put this on YouTube.
You should.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Crediting when it's
When
a
it's a
trend.
trend, I don't.
I think if it's a trend and someone does one specific take on it, then I think that's not a bad idea. If it's like someone did a funny version of the trend, I don't think it can hurt to do credit. That's the thing.
It can't hurt, but I will say, like, if I see a trend at least 3 times, like I'm
Right.
like, eh.
If you've
Like, you know what I
seen
mean?
multiple people do the same trend, but
Yeah.
if it's a lip sync or a trend and someone I did one for the Bugatti trend, which I was so proud of this video. Thanks for the moon video, yeah. For the I woke up in a new Bugatti, I did it and I didn't have someone to like pull my legs, so when it panned to that, I had a stack of books that I was like, come on guys, you're so big and strong and fictional, and like I was so proud of that. That was my take on the trend. So if someone else did that same thing without crediting me, I would have been pissed because that was a
Right.
variation of the trend. If it's
Hmm.
the regular trend, then I don't think it matters.
No.
Yeah, I honestly that might be the video that I'm like most proud of. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Hmm.
it was good. It was a solid idea.
Yeah, it was that, and I also did one, and I haven't done a height one in a while. Maybe I should. Of me next to my book boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm 5'1" and they're all 6 foot massive. So,
Well,
you
you
know,
also just like to collect tall friends.
I
So
do like to collect
you're
tall
just
friends.
constantly surrounded
Did
by
you see
tall
the video
people.
that Julie posted?
Yes, yes. And I literally said that. I was like, she just likes to
Yeah.
surround herself with
Yeah.
Amazonian women.
I just
Well,
like to
and
feel
men, I guess.
little.
Yes.
I like to feel small and dainty. 5'1". Yep. That's where it's at. See, relating trends to your characters, I think that's awesome author content. That's the way to do it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah, super fun. Okay. Any last minute questions for us?
Before I have to go deal with my dogs in the nighttime,
Yeah, I need to go to
I
bed.
can, they're literally scratching at the door. So I'm like, oh,
My
I
babies,
know.
my little babies. I hope this was helpful, you guys. I also hope that this was like a fun way for you to spend your night. Uh, oh, let's see the puppies. Where are they? Are they in scratching at the
Ooh,
door?
oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, Antoinette, I think we are closing down
Oops.
shortly. Oh, 20K. What are we up to? Oh, okay. Can we get to 20K, please? That would make me really, really happy.
All right, hold on.
I hear the puppers. I do.
They're here. Hold on.
Oh, Whitney, I hope you
I'll
feel
turn it
better soon.
around. Oh no.
I
All right, I'm
hear
gonna pull
them.
this out. All
Oh,
right.
hi, Mishka.
Oh, wait,
That's
that's my
you
face
again.
again. How the hell?
Yeah.
Come
Yay,
on,
we hit
turn.
20K. Woo.
Turn. Why is this not flipping? There we go.
Hi,
Mishka.
Mishka.
There's Mimi.
Hi.
And then, oh, hold on. Bo,
Hi,
like a
Bo.
boy. And then Luna.
Little Luna.
Hi, sweet girl.
Yeah. Tap, tap, taparoo.
Oh,
We did. They're my favorite. I love
okay.
the puppies. I mean, I like Sam too, but I actually go visit her exclusively for the dogs.
It's
Also, right
fine.
now with the hair, it's like giving Jessica Rabbit, and I love it.
Oh, me?
Yeah. With
Okay.
that
All
and the
right.
like the little curl in the front.
Swirled around.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right. I am gonna download this and put it on YouTube. And also post a
Perfecto.
video on TikTok because I posted this afternoon, but I need to post again. So
All
here's
right.
everyone's reminder. You should post a video. I
Mm-hmm.
like to have them in drafts and ready to go. And if I can help it in the morning when I get up before I even get out of bed, I go to one of my drafts and I post it. So at least I've posted for the day and I don't feel stressed to post. And then anything else
Yeah.
I post is gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else is
Agreed.
icing on the cake and I just feel like, okay, cool. Like it's authentic. Okay. I think we're gonna have to do more of these.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed.
All right.
This is
Well,
fun.
good night,
I like yapping.
everyone. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and asking us questions and making us feel important and like we can become full-time content creators. So thank you for being here.
Bye.
I kind of hate that I've started doing this, but like I have.
It's okay. I kind of like it too.
It's
Because
easier.
then it
Like
shows off my
this
tattoos
is
too.
awkward. This hurts my wrist. My watch doesn't look good. Like this is just easy.
So we're just going to do it now. I like the fact that you can see my snake and my star.
Slither snake.
My slithery
I mean,
snake.
the nails, oh, these are the nails, by the way. So they're
Oh,
black
I
and
like
then they've got
those.
the little hearts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like those.
I did them
Yeah.
online
Don't they just
yesterday.
feel better? It just, yeah.
Snake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snake. All
It's
right.
really bedtime now.
It is. It's not
Okay.
nighttime.
Thanks for
Okay.
hanging out, guys. Love
Good
you. Mwah.
night. Love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.